Hello guys, thank you for watching. My name is Max Manganello, and if you're watching me through Facebook, well done, thank you very much. Click the like button so I can see who you are. It makes me very happy. If you're watching us through YouTube, fantastic. Click the subscribe button so you can receive more alerts from me for new chats, new video uploads, which are coming. They are coming. Give me time, but they are coming. Guys and girls, of course, if you're watching today, you know already which guest I've got. She's already there. She's waiting in my green room. Let's call the greatest Chemmy. Hello, Chemmy.
Hi, good evening.
Ciao, Chemmy. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I actually feel guilty that I'm so good right now. I think lockdown in the UK has hit everyone in different ways, and I've been really fortunate to be surrounded by love and family, and I'm very lucky to be busy as well. But I know everyone's not so lucky as me, so I'm very thankful. I do, however, need Max's hairdresser. As you can see through here, I need some of his blondness.
I know, Chemmy. Look at me. This is fresh. This is today. Look.
I think you're doing it just to make yourself look more tan, Max.
I think so. Look at that.
Yeah.
Good impact between the two. But hurts so much, Chemmy. I don't know how you can do it, girls. It hurts. Honestly, I had tears in my eyes. Honestly, my wife was looking at me like,
Try giving birth. There you go.
That's the same thing she said. So and I chushed. So that's it. But that's brilliant. So you look great. As you said, you're so busy. I'm following you through your social media, through Instagram, through other things. You do so many things. So
yeah, I'm not very good at sitting still, standing still. I love to get out there, be active. I've got 2 wee boys, 3 and 1. So they keep me a little bit crazy, but in a good way. And yeah, I just think life is for living. Life is for being busy. I want to go to bed exhausted every day, knowing that I have done this much stuff.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And guys, if you want to ask some questions to Chemmy, please type your question if you're on Facebook, on the little box here below, so you can type it. And if you're on YouTube, on Chemmy's side, there is, if you're on the desktop version, on there, you can type the question and I will receive them. I will publish it for you. Okay, so Chemmy, I don't know if you know the format of a quick chat with Max. I don't know if you saw the other great shows with Graham Bell, your boy.
Warren, yeah.
And with Warren as well, yeah. So during the chat, our friendly chat, I threw at you some photos taken from your social profiles, from Facebook, Instagram. And we go from there. And during the chat, our viewers, we're very happy to type some questions. So in your case, Chemmy, I go back like I do usually.
Yeah, I'm quite old. There's a lot to go back to.
Chemmy, I doubt it. So I know some viewers says, Elsid, what's going on here? Why? What's wrong?
Right. So my real name is actually Shemaine, and I am named after the character that Sophia Loren, who is the female heroine in this play. So she plays Shemaine. My mum used to look like Sophia Loren. So my mum was a model as well. And she had all these amazing dark features and cheekbones. And so when they finally found out, well, when I was born and they had a name for a girl, they were like, right, Shemaine. Unfortunately, I turn out looking just like my dad, blonde, a little bit softer on the features. I don't really have any cheekbones, a bit chubby, blue eyes. But anyway, I still have this name, Shemaine. And actually, I've never really used the name. I used to race as Shemaine Alcott. And then my first top 10 in Cortina d'Ampezzo, there's this amazing Italian announcer, and they used to announce top 10. And it was a big surprise that I came 10th. And he said he built it up. And in 10th place from Great Britain, and a fantastic performance. We have Chimney Alcott. I was like, Chimney. That's kind of how it's spelt. So he thought my name was Chimney, and then everyone took the mickey out of me. And I was like, you know what? My name is Chemmy. That's my name.
And that's great. Oh, that's a nice story. I didn't know about that little modification of your name. But yeah, that's why. So you were young. So you were born in Hove. That is Wikipedia, Chemmy, for you.
Okay, actually, that's wrong. Now, that's not your fault, but Wikipedia says that I'm born in Hove, and I never really changed it because I don't think anyone's that interested, but I was actually born in London. My dad lived in Hove for the last maybe 15 years, and Hove like to think that I'm from Hove. So they put all this info out there. But actually, I was born in London. I grew up in Twickenham, big rugby family, so near the stadium in Twickenham. My dad was a rugby player, actually. So kind of that's where I was born and bred.
Oh, that's brilliant. And then you jumped in skiing very quickly, very soon. So when you were very young.
Yeah, so I've got 3 older brothers, and I was born into the ski mad family. My dad, when he was playing, and my mum was a swimmer, when they were competing, they weren't allowed to ski because of the dangers. So when they retired, they went skiing for the first time in this tiny resort called Flaine in France, and they fell in love. They were just like, this is the sport. And then I've got 3 older brothers, and by the time my eldest was already charging around, that's when I was born. So I saw him skiing from the moment I was born. That's what I saw everyone doing and everyone loving. So I wanted to do it. And at 18 months old, that's when I first went skiing. I'm born in July, and I was skiing my second Christmas. So quite early, but I was very stubborn. I was the youngest of a big family. I just wanted to full steam ahead, go for it.
That's earlier than me. So I'm an Alpine guy. So I lived in the Alps all my life, from Gressoney, which you know that area because I know you've been there.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I skied at age 5. So that's incredible. You're 18 months.
They do say to wait until you're about 3 years old for hip development now. But I mean, I've got my boys on skis. They wanted to do it. And as long as it's a safe environment, I thought that was fine.
That's true. That's true. And then you went up and up and up, and you started to do competitions, and you reached the main level. But you did, of course, the Great Britons, and you being a British junior Alpine in the Alpine team in 1994. So, okay, you were pretty young.
I was pretty young, probably before a lot of people who are watching this were born, which is embarrassing.
I doubt it. We got already some questions coming in. So we got Ed. So, how Chemmy, how Max? Hi. What's Chemmy's favorite downhill course?
Oh, see, that's a good one. I mean, my first top 10 was in Cortina. I love being in the Dolomites. I love the Italian people, the Italian way of life. It's quite epic there because you hike up and you start in the rocks. So the lift stops, you walk up the side and you start there. So when you're warming up, you are just looking over this panorama of, normally the sun's rising, it's normally pink snow, and it's really, really cool. I loved the Olympic track in Torino. That was really cool. Loads of jumps, really difficult. For me, they had to be difficult tracks. If I skied an easy downhill, I was not good. So I managed to do one good result in Tarvisio, which was a flat downhill. But other than that, I was not good at gliding. I'm not good at the relaxed, chilled part. I'm a bull in a china shop when I ski. So I love charging down the ice pitches and really like putting the power in. And I wasn't very good at skiing with gliding skills at all.
Oh, that's brilliant. You've been Torino, but you've done 4 Olympics, Winter Olympics, Chemmy.
Yeah. I mean, a massive chunk of my life was aiming to be the best in the Olympics. And the last Olympics I got to, I skied 4 minutes before I got in the start gate. I broke my leg 3 times in the 4 years preceding that Olympics. I had some huge injuries. And Sochi was a crazy games. It was super cool downhill. The mountains there are epic. And it was just a great achievement to make that 4th.
Talk about injuries, Chemmy. If it's true what they're saying, 48 bones?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of crashes and I shattered a lot of bones. So that wasn't 48 individual breaks. But yeah, I had some, my leg was in pieces in 2010. My bones actually broke through my ski boots. This ironically is in retirement. This is when I tore my ACL and I was at a ski test in Kutai. And I was getting egged on to do a tug of war on skis, which I suggest that no one ever does because obviously I wanted to win. So I dug my skis in and I was pulling this rope laterally and my ACL popped. So I did 4 Olympics with that 2 ACLs. I retired with healthy ACLs and then I popped it at the ski test. And But because I tore my ACL, I ended up getting pregnant. So there is a happy side to it. We'd been trying to get pregnant for a long time, and I was living at crazy speeds, and I was addicted to caffeine, and my body was just in this fight or flight mode. And then I tore my ACL, and I literally relaxed, and we got pregnant. So there you go.
Relax. Not so much, Emmy. Not so much. Look at this picture. Even pregnant.
I mean, it's really important to be healthy. When you're pregnant, there are so many reasons to not train. There's so much polluted evidence out there to say, don't be healthy, relax, just chill. And actually, I think for me, I needed to be active. And my second pregnancy, I did even more. I skied till 6 months both times. And my labor and my recovery from pregnancy the second time and giving birth was really fast because of the training I'd done beforehand. So know your body. That's not to say everyone can train, but you've got to know and listen to your body and what you need.
Absolutely. No. You do also videos. We talk about a little bit later about the videos you're doing for kids and for no kids. Yeah. I really do. And I tell you, no, I'll show you later. Actually,
okay.
Because I got a little clip about you. Exactly. A little clip about you and teaching the kids what to do, exercise. And I did that, and I was naked. But I'll tell you a little bit later. I'm so fit right now. I can cut geraniums and peonias. I can do lots of things in the garden.
If you think about every time you're kneeling, you're getting up into like a squat position, and do that a couple extra times every time you're gardening, coming off the floor. Boom.
You're right. That's a great idea. Actually, I will think about it. So I've got more messages coming in. So Rebecca, I've got your message. I will read your message a little bit later because I've got a photo related to that. And let's say Filippo. Let's see. Oh, you cheeky monkey. Let's go Filippo. Ciao, Max and Chemmy.
I had his hairdresser. I need one. Oh my gosh.
No, that looks so good. I look the Harry Potter guy, the Fulmoy. No, it's called Fulmoy, or whatever.
Make your eyes pop. Boom.
Good. The blonde guy. Oh God. Read that. Okay, Filippo. Ciao, Max. Do you have the same interest as Chemmy? Who, in your opinion, is the all-time female great? Apart from Chemmy, of course. Who do you like?
I mean, this is a very predictable answer. I'm sorry, I'm not going to surprise you, Filippo, but for me, it's Lindsey Vonn, having raced in the same era of her and seen the injuries she overcame. But it wasn't, we all have injuries. It's the fact that every time she came back from those injuries, she believed 100% that she was going to win. Even if she didn't have the experiences to back it up, she had this incredible self-confidence. And maybe her technique wasn't the best in the world, but her belief and her mental strength was incredible. And I just think she did so much for our sport. When I started ski racing and started doing downhill, a lot of the female racers thought that because it was an adrenaline sport, they would have to act like a man to be fast. You couldn't be in this dangerous sport and be feminine and be fast. And Lindsay and Julia Mancuso and myself, to a very small degree, we decided to go out there and say, you know what, you can take care of your parents. You can, be confident in how you look as a woman and still charge and ski 90 miles an hour and push your boundaries. And Lindsay really did that. So she changed the sport in such a positive way. And she made it so global in terms of a fan base that no one can understand the value to the sport and to the future generations that she had. Obviously, Michaela Schifrin right now, I've interviewed her a few times, and she has something absolutely remarkable in terms of her technique. Incredible talent. It's so great that last year, before the tragedy hit her, but she was pushed because I think we will see her come back so much stronger because she has been challenged.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a photo actually about you, Lindsay, and Julia.
Yeah, I think that might have been Julia's retirement race.
Because that suits. Exactly.
And I was there for BBC, and I was there interviewing her, and I cried. Julia's one of my best friends, and it was a really emotional time. I think Lindsay got on the podium. We've got Alice and Stacey there, and that's Julia's husband, Dylan. That was a really great day. That was amazing for me to move into television when I retired, to be given a job on Ski Sunday the year after I retired. And, I'd lost my definition. I'd lost who I was. I wasn't a ski racer anymore. So who would I be? And they gave me this opportunity to keep my passion going. And I got to interview all my friends, and it's just an epic life. I'm so fortunate to be working. They are the best team in TV. They're incredible, the guys.
Exactly. Talk about the team. These are the two boys.
Yeah.
Two
The
boys
big
in your life.
frogs, they're so funny. I mean, the chat that they can have and the banter behind the scene and then switch it on as soon as the camera starts rolling is amazing. I'm normally giggling when we start rolling, going like live on filming, because the guys have said something slightly inappropriate or funny, but they can like go boom. They know each other. I mean, they've been working together forever, so they know each other through and through, and it's fantastic environment to be in.
The nice guy. I don't know Ed. I know Graham, but I don't know Ed. But looks very, very nice.
Yeah, he's very
nice guy. Very nice chap to talk to. Brilliant. So let's see. And now talk about your kids and blah, blah, blah. We need to put a little tell about him.
Oh yeah, so that's my other half, my way better half. Contained my madness. I was pretty crazy, and we've been dating a long time. I think around 14 years actually. And Dougie Crawford, he's one of Britain's best downhillers. He never made World Cup points, but he was on that cusp a lot of the time. In the World Champs on La Fat in Val d'Isere, he was 21st, sorry. Oh my gosh, I just took some places away. He's going to kill me. Really, really talented skier. And, you know, we obviously bond through our passion for snow sports. But I started dating him when he was in the British junior team. So I'm a little bit older than him. I'm a cougar, definitely. And he's amazing. We have a business together coaching now called Carpe Diem, and it's all about seizing every opportunity. This is our wedding. I think Pharrell Happy was playing, and I go crazy. When I get nervous, I go mental, and I was like dancing. And so we had all these. That's Simon Shaw. He's a rugby player just behind. You see that giant?
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's a legend. He bought my house and we became friends, and yeah, that was an amazing day. That was just the best day. It was actually our anniversary last week, 6th anniversary, and so we looked through a few of the photos. I can't find our wedding video. I'm pretty useless with memories, actually.
I saw the post on Instagram. Yeah, reminder. And then we got this.
Rah, they're the boys. So that's Lockie and Cooper. Actually, Lockie's 3 and Cooper, the tiny wee one there. I'm actually breastfeeding in that shot. I'm not sure that's appropriate. Sorry, some people.
That's okay. It's okay. We are okay. We love this kind of thing.
Yeah, love my boys. Love my boys. Lockie's actually just slept without a dummy for the first night ever. We sent the dinosaurs yesterday. He's loving dinosaurs. So he got a letter back from the dinosaur dummy gods. Who said, thanks, Lockie, for giving me your dummy. So that was a big milestone. We've actually hit loads of milestones for him in lockdown. He learned to ride a bike. He's nappy trained. He's sleeping in his own bed. Boom. I'm very late on it, but this is the first time we've been home for this long. But I mean, being a mother is the best thing ever. I'm so lucky to be a mother. They are stunning through and through. They've got the most amazing big personalities. Yeah, I was thinking after Lockie, he's a bit crazy. I thought Cooper would be the chilled one. You normally get one of each. I didn't. I got 2 crazies, but they keep me very much alive.
Oh, that's brilliant. No, they're beautiful kids, actually. Talk about kids. As I said before, you are doing videos for to keep these kids healthy and fit and with joy, with games. Show you a little clip.
Oh, this is a bit embarrassing.
No, it's so beautiful. You know, you're so kind. You can see you're talking with your heart. Here we go.
Welcome to Chemmy's Animal Adventure. Now, little explorers, I need your help. I'm looking for 6 animals today. Do you think you can join me? First up, let's do a little warm-up. Okay. Easy one to begin with. We're just going to do some nice jogging on the spot. Wide, hips down, like you're trying to jog through a tunnel. Jumps. Goes hands nice and wide. Boom. Turn to the side. Ta-da! Ta-da! Put your head down. 3, 2, 1, and launch. Woo! And the rocket's going to go again. Let's make sure we're in it. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Last one. 3, 2, 1, boom! Okay, now that we're nice and warm, I think we should go and look for our first animal. Ribbit? What's that?
It's so embarrassing. I never watch anything I do back.
I know you feel.
At the time, and I'm like, okay, that's good.
That's lovely. That's really, really nice. It's like a mommy
You know
talking.
I love doing fitness for everyone. I'm all about health, and there's a lot of people out there who do it for you and I, and for adults. There's not a lot of people who can take themselves so unseriously and, you know, take the mickey out themselves that they can do it for kids and they'll respond to. And I have a lot of friends with kids my kids' age, and I was like, you know what, let's just do something for them. And I do cosmic yoga a lot with my kids. If anyone doesn't do it, it's amazing. She's phenomenal. She's like my icon in terms of like entertainment. But I just, I thought I wanted to do that. And I did this Olympic special after, and I really enjoyed it. And people got involved, and that's all that I wanted. It's just to show them that you can have fun, you can be silly, and that's healthy for them.
Exactly. If they want to go and watch these videos again, so they are on YouTube or they are on just on Instagram?
They will be on YouTube. I'm just redoing my YouTube channel. Everything that I have is Chemmy Ski. So my Facebook, all the videos, long videos are on Facebook. They're also on my Instagram TV on Chemmy Ski. So you can have a look at them there. You can go and laugh at me on there.
Oh, no. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. And you can see it's with passion, with your heart you're talking. So it's very, very kind. And I tried to do the exercises myself, and I was naked during the warm-up. So the burping, oh gosh, I hate them. But no, cool.
Everyone loves to hate a burpee. It's like Marmite. It's so good for you, though. Yeah, it's so good.
You're right, but gosh, honestly, the burning my legs. So let's see now the message of Filippo says thank you anyway. Great answer, thank you. Poor Filippo, we left him, but yeah. Now, let's see what Rebecca says. Ciao, Max. Ciao, Chemmy. Chemmy, you were fantastic on Dancing on Ice.
No, thank you.
What were Jane Tarvin and Christopher Dean like to meet to work with?
I mean, Torval and Dean are icons for anyone in sport, let alone anyone in winter sport. Like, they put winter sports and Team GB on the map for us, and that, you know, that score in Sarajevo where they wowed the whole world, where the whole world thought, you know what, Britain will never be good at winter sports, and they went, we'll show you. And they got the perfect score. And I mean, it was amazing to meet them. I actually got Dancing on Ice because, oh gosh, these are so embarrassing. So you see the hair in there? I had this crazy hair. I had 124 pins in my hair. They have to, when you're doing Dancing on Ice, you have so much hair and makeup, and they've got great looks, an incredible team. But you don't want any of the pins to fall out on the ice. That would be really dangerous. So they put so many in, and actually on the taxi going home that night, Dougie was with me, and he took them out on the way home. We lived an hour away from the studio. It took him a whole hour to take away those 124 pins. So I actually got Dancing on Ice. I was at a bit of a low point. I'd had a big crash. I didn't know how I was going to get back to skiing with funding and support. And I'd had some great rehab, but my physio had run out. And you get physio twice a day on Dancing on Ice, an incredible team. I also thought if I could learn to work a blade, I could learn to ski flats, and my gliding might actually improve through injury. And then I went to BBC Sports Personality, and I partied with Jane that night. We had a really good dance. She thought I was crazy, and she offered me a go on the show, and it was just amazing. I mean, from that, I got back to skiing because of that show. It was amazing. It was a crazy 15 minutes of fame. I remember I had paparazzi outside my house. I made them tea because it was winter. They said that no celebrity had ever made them a cup of tea before, but I was like, well, I didn't really get why you're here, you know? So that was kind of awkward for them, but fun for me. But it was an amazing opportunity. And Chris and Jane, they are incredible. Their skill level in terms of their athleticism, but also their technique and their eye for choreography is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, so Rebecca, thank you very much for your question. Sorry if it was delayed a little bit, but okay. And now oh gosh, look at this one. The surname is a little bit familiar. This is my father, Chemmy.
Is it? Hi, Vittorio. How's your hair looking? Does Max get blonde hair from you?
Of course, poor dad is bald. So, Chemmy complimenti, sei molto bella. Means, Chemmy, compliments, well done, you are beautiful.
Oh, I love the Italians just have the way, don't they? The way with words.
Oh, good, daddy.
Yeah.
Sweet Diddy. Now, listen, sorry, Chemmy, if I look here because I've got the photos here, so I don't forgive me if I do that. Now, I was browsing your history and thing. Came out like you and Graham are world Guinness record holders.
Oh yeah.
You are more than one, actually.
Yeah.
So I found this one first.
Yeah.
What have you done?
So this is, I did a ski race. When I retired, I decided that I should do some crazy things. And one thing that I thought looked great on my CV would be to take part in the world's toughest ski race, which is the Arctic Circle race across Greenland. And it was brutal. I'm not an endurance athlete. I'm a power athlete, massively out my comfort zone. I met those guys. They've done quite a few challenges together. So we made a team called the Arctic 5. And that was actually during our training, we did loads of this rollerblading in London. So this is the Guinness World Record for the fastest 5 people over a mile tied together, which is just, we made it up. We made quite a big structure. So no one's broken it yet. And we actually made the book. That was a big moment for me because I've got 3 Guinness World Records, but that one I made the book. I have a photo in the book. And I've been obsessed with the Guinness World Records since I was a kid. Every Christmas, that used to be our present. We'd get the book. And I thought one day I want to be in this. And ironically, none of my 3 are to do with anything on snow that I've achieved skiing. So very random.
It is, but well done.
Yeah.
And then I found another one. I don't know if it's the same or these are the same people. No, this is the.
No. So this is the same crew. So we were raising money for Ski for Cancer, and we did 24 hours on a ski, not a skiing alpine machine, but a cross-country ski team in Istanbul, and we did 230 miles together. It was a full night. It was. I was kept energized by Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm not going to lie. And it was pretty brutal, but we raised a lot of money for the charity, and it was just all about awareness for them going forward.
Exactly, because you are involved in quite a few charity, actually, Chemmy. I saw now I lost the thing, but you are involved in this one we were talking about. Yeah, quite a few. Snow Camp.
Camp and Right to Play. So basically, you know, as an athlete, you're in an amazing position where a lot of people would love your support with charities, not just an athlete, anyone who's, you know, who has a presence, I guess, socially. And I used to say yes to everything. And then I realized actually I would love to direct more of my time to less charities, which is a tough decision to make because every charity is doing amazing things. But Snow Camp is my industry. You know, it's winter sports, it's giving back to inner city kids who have never thought about being skiers or snowboarders. And it's all about them learning the life skills, getting out of tough environments, switching their lives around. It's a fantastic charity. I'm a patron of that with Graham as well. Graham, Ed and I just hosted a snow camp night over Zoom in lockdown. I think we raised 25 grand in the evening, which was awesome. And then the other charity I work really closely with is Right to Play. And Right to Play uses sport around the world to teach kids invaluable life skills. That was back in, I think, Tanzania. I look pretty young, so it must have been the first time I visited a project in Tanzania. That was an orphanage there. And I mean, it's amazing. Look at their smiles. You think that they would have everything in the world because they are so happy, and yet they have nothing. And it really does change your perception on what we need as people. And as soon as my sons are old enough, I will take them to see a Right to Play project, because I think it's really important to them to understand the rest of the world. We're really fortunate in the UK to have access to schooling. And you know, I went to Rwanda and Tanzania for Right to Play, and the kids are lining up outside the school begging to get into the school. You know, there isn't enough volunteers to teach, and that is all they want. Whereas in our, you know, lives, we know kids are bunking off from school. They're choosing not to go to school. And I think that's such a strong message that we have this opportunity to learn, and we need to use it.
Oh, well done, Chemmy. Well done. And also I found this photo, which is very, very powerful. Actually, 2 photos, pretty similar, different message. Let's start with this one, actually.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, being a mom, as I said, is the best thing in the world, but you do feel very lonely. The the nights after when the baby's awake the whole time and you're breastfeeding or you're using formula and you just feel dark, and it's a tough time because you're supposed to be the happiest you've ever been. You've just had a baby, and that's an amazing charity that is just supporting mums to reach out and ask for help and being there for each other. Whether you have kids or you know people who have kids, just saying, you know, are you doing okay? Are you really doing okay? Because it is tough, especially for first-time parents when you have no clue. You bring this tiny thing back and they're so reliant on you. So that's, I mean, I try and help any campaigns that I resonate with if they're true to an experience that I've been through. I won't do something that I don't believe in.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, absolutely. Like this one as well. This is another one. This is for domestic abuse.
Yeah, this is recently actually. And, you know, I'm so fortunate to be in a happy home environment in lockdown, and so many people aren't. And this was just, the government have now decided to support a bit domestic abuse, and this was working with the Hit for Hit charity. So it was doing workouts to raise money. You know, there was the 5K workout. This was to raise money for people who are stuck in an abusive environment at home, you know, women and men who are stuck in lockdown behind closed doors and don't feel like they have any way of reaching anyone. So there's this helpline for them to just make sure that everyone is safe in lockdown. I looked very serious there. I was pretty serious campaign.
No, it's a serious campaign. Actually, today I was reading about it. It was the figures are horrendous.
Oh my God, horrendous. Yeah.
So it's disgusting. So this number is 800 2000 247.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant. So no, that's brilliant. Okay, but now let's go to your. We are going down now. We are closing shortly.
Okay.
So let's see now your other things you do. Let's see. You like tennis? You like golf? I go. So I didn't know you were a golfer as well.
Oh my God, I'm really not. In fact, this is a really funny story. And behind that golf bag, if I didn't have that golf bag on, you would have seen that I split my trousers. So I'm not a golfer. But this is a local golf club, and they offered me to come and play. And my husband loves golf, and I'd never really played. I used to ski on, I still ski on Atomic skis, and this same umbrella company, Amma Sports, as Wilson. So they gave me these amazing clubs. So I thought I should go down. I didn't have any clothes to wear. It's quite a fancy golf club. So I was there really pulling on these tight trousers. And the first hole that the ball went into, I went to pick it up and I split my bottom. So I spent the whole rest of the 17 holes with the bag on my back because I was so embarrassed. It was just, but I do love it. I love tennis. I love surfing. I think, you know, being able to challenge yourself in a variety of sport, you know, keeps the passion.
Absolutely. And we go Snow Camps Europe with us. Hey, Chemmy, when we'll see you back in Caprun?
Oh, well, I'm trying to get out to the mountains soon, actually. I really, by the end of the month, if the world is agreeing with travel and the quarantine on the return, I would really love to head to Hintertux. But yeah, I mean, Caprun, I think all of those places that have access. Caprun is near Kitzsteinhorn, which has a glacier, and the snow is epic right now. So I'd love to be back there. I mean, I just travel around crazy during the winter, so I go wherever I can go.
Brilliant. And they like the shorts, by the way.
The shirt, yeah, this is my ski shirt. You can see it's all those old, I love those old posters of skiing. I actually did this on Ski Sunday last year, and the cameraman thought that I was wearing my pajamas, and I was like, no. Sure.
How dare you? That's beautiful. Now, talk about tennis very, very quickly. You and your best friend, Julia.
Yeah. That's, oh my gosh, that was in the Royal Box one time. Yeah. On the middle of Saturday, athletes get invited, and like we got invited. That was one of the best days ever. We partied pretty hard after that. That's off season. It was very, very fun. I was too loud though. I got in trouble for being in the Royal Box because I was whooping too much. Yeah, loud.
But hey, come on, it's good. So let's see other photos before we can close. But you worked in television a few times. You did this show today at the games.
Yeah. So that was for the Olympics in Pyeongchang. Claire Balding is my mentor. I love her to bits, and getting to work alongside her during that. I've actually got my eyes shut. I was pretty tired. That was the last day. That was the closing ceremony because I bought this wicked shirt with tigers all over it for the closing ceremony. But it was a dream to work alongside Claire, and I learned so much. And I'd never thought that I could work in a studio. I thought that I was a mountain goat. And I really, really enjoyed it.
No, exactly. But the camera, we say in Italy, in the movie industry or in television industry, we say when the camera likes you, that's it. In your case, Chemmy, it's true. The camera really likes you. No, it's true. You come out you're very easy. When you talk, you're very, so you don't make any effort.
Passion, and also admitting when you get things wrong. I do get things wrong on telly. I make the wrong call. But everyone does. And I think that opens up the debate.
Exactly. So don't worry too much. So the result is amazing. So go ahead, ladies, go. So now you do also some appearances, like you go in, you do evenings around the country yourself or not? Because I know Graham does.
So yeah, corporate speaking, I do loads of stuff with schools. I actually created a campaign called Excel, which was to promote self-confidence and belief in young girls through sport with Alex Danson, a hockey player, with United Learning. We made 10,000 young leaders in England, up and down the country to kind of promote that messaging. And yeah, loads of corporate talks. I host one of my favorite jobs is I host corporate ski trips, which is so fun. We do ski races for these guys who've skied forever and they never tried racing. So we teach them how to ski the technical line, and it's just amazing seeing people push out their comfort zones. And obviously the corporates, they like to après ski too, which is something that I could never do until I retired. So that's fun.
That's true. That's true. Now, there is one photo here, which I found is so cute, but tell me, what's going on here?
So I've always had friends who live with me. I've always had lodgers, and this is Coco. So my friend Amy was living with me. I love dogs. Dougie doesn't love dogs. But Amy had this gorgeous dog called Coco. And this is Coco modeling MP Prefontaine, who used to be a Canadian ski racer. She has this company called I've Got Swag, and really cool neckies for skiing. And this is Coco modeling it on my balcony. Aww. Super cute. I wish I had a dog. I would love a dog, but we're traveled too much. We can't even get a goldfish to stay alive. So
I can imagine. I got two dogs and 3 cats, Chemmy. So
wow, it's a zoo.
And I had also 2 rabbits and 2 guinea pigs at one point. So
oh my god,
it's too much. It's too much. So that's cool. That's brilliant. Let's see how the photos have gone, and then I'll let you go. So, no, one thing I want to ask you. I had a conversation with Graham last week about the competition you did for BBC, for Ski Sunday, Inferno, in Murren.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, because I wanted to do it.
Oh my God,
and then Graham pulled me off, because there is a bit to walk. But yeah, because I met Graham during the off-piste competition in Gressoney in the past.
Yeah.
And I did a few more competition of piste. And then I saw Inferno. So I wanted to subscribe to Inferno. But at the end, I don't know what's up, I didn't. But Graham told me, Max, be careful. You have to walk up. Is it true?
Yeah, I mean, yes, there's some uphill bits, but they're just, the faster you go into them, the less you walk up. They're just like skating a push. I mean, I'm useless at going uphill. I'm all about downhill. But I really enjoyed the difference in position. You're in your tuck, you're in your aerodynamic position, your glutes, your legs are burning. And on the uphill bit, you can extend a little bit. The legs almost get a little bit of a rest. It's all about timing and technique. I love the Inferno. I mean, it was the most amazing vibe of 1,800 people racing every 10 seconds. I told you before we came on air, Damon Hill did it. The racing car driver, he loves skiing. I overtook him after 20 seconds. He was just in front of me. And he didn't have very fast skis, but he was wearing one of Dougie, my husband's cat suits. And it's just epic. You have professionals doing it, you have amateurs doing it, everyone coming together for this same vibe. And the whole week is a build up to it. And there's this great burning of the devil beforehand. I had this crazy honor to light the devil this year. And there's a couple other races, there's giant slalom and cross country race. So it's kind of a triathlon on snow. It's epic. It's so good. Even if you go to watch one year and feel the vibe, but it's the most. I mean, you're going up and the gondola on the top, they're playing Highway to Hell. So you're all in this gondola and you're about to race. And there's this green liquor you're supposed to drink in the start gate, which I did not drink. It looked lethal. And everyone's going, Highway to Hell. And it's just so good. Like the energy of the whole day and that area is stunning. I've never been. So
come on. End of January, I think, is this competition. Around 20 something January.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Maybe next year. You never know. Because this,
do it, Max.
Yeah, absolutely. So when he's told me about you have to walk, be careful, you have to walk up. I said, okay, I don't do walk.
No, me neither. Me neither. It's fine. It's a tiny part.
Let's go faster. And that's it. Brilliant. One more and I'll let you go. And now, they don't understand about this, but I read about you having like a record or something like that, flipping things.
So this is my first Guinness World Record, actually. And I had broken my leg at the time and I was at home on crutches and I was feeling pretty down. And I got invited to the Guinness World Record launch in 2010. It must have been 2011 for the new book. And it was in this church in London and they had all these celebs there. And they had a few stations set up of records that you could try and attempt, just for some fun banter. And I went in and I'm not a pub person. I've never been able to go to pubs. I love them now, but I couldn't before. And one of the challenges was this desk and it was beer mat flipping. So it was how many you could do in 30 seconds. So I put my crutches to the side and I started having a go and I realized, I'm actually okay at this. And it's singular. So it's not like when you're trying to go for a big chunk of them, it's singular. How many you can do singular. And I started it, and the first time I did it, I actually matched the world record. So I was thinking, hey, I can do this. And my brother, who's obsessed with Guinness World Record, was there. He was like my biggest cheerleader that night. And I did it for about an hour. And eventually I broke the record and I did 30 in 30 seconds. And oh my God, by this point, I was wearing a dress. It was quite a fancy evening. And I had like sweat all over me because I was obsessed with getting this. And my brother started crying. He was so proud of me.
Oh.
So I had that. I think it's been broken since, actually. I'm pretty sure someone's broken that record.
Oh, I have to go and check. And also this bell thingy. Tell me very, very quick about the bell.
So this is the other. I told you 2 stories about Guinness World Records. This is the third one. I actually helped host the largest bike bell ensemble in the world with Laura Trott. So we had it was just before Ride London. So all the bikers came and everyone had bells on and I had someone helping me. I'm not very good at music. And someone was tapping my leg and I had to help orchestrate this huge sea of people on their bikes playing a Beethoven symphony. And that was just epic. I mean, Laura Trott is a cyclist and probably one of the most incredible female athletes in terms of Olympic medals we've ever had. So standing next to her do this craziness was just amazing.
That's brilliant. You see, you got 4, Claudia. Yeah, that's amazing. That's brilliant. Now tell me, what you got in the pipeline? You got something? You're planning something?
I mean, I've got next winter and I'm full ahead of planning for that. I'm also about to launch a little TV show, a YouTube social media show called Going Off Piste With. So I get some celebrity guests on, much like this, but it's all quizzes. So like Mr. and Mrs., the emoji quiz, all this kind of, I get in touch with all their friends, get some gossip on them and bring it to the show. So I'm about to launch that with Dave Riding very, very soon, possibly the end of this week. And we've got a sponsor coming on board. And that's really exciting because it's something that I could do in lockdown. I just wanted to show the kind of fun side and the power of, TV's changing now. You don't have to be face-to-face in a big studio. You can do it just like this, like you're showing, Max. And I think people just want to see the person behind the face that's on the TV. And I'm trying to help expose that in a nice, fun way.
Yeah, exactly. So you will put some posts on your social, when the things will come out. Brilliant. Remind me again, if we want to follow you on Instagram, which account do we follow?
Chemmy Ski. So that's spelt CH. My name is spelt silly because you should call me Chemmy. And then Ski on the end. That's my name on everything.
Fantastic. On YouTube?
On YouTube, it's Chemmy Ski as well. On Twitter, Chemmy Ski. I think my Facebook page is actually Chemmy Alcott, just to be a bit different.
Okay, but brilliant. So we can follow you during this time. Fantastic. And also for the kids, if they want to watch the videos for the little kids, YouTube and
on my Facebook and on my Instagram TV channel.
Fantastic. Chemmy, I'll let you go. I promised you 30 minutes. We are 45 minutes.
They're just, I snuck away upstairs and I can hear them in the bath. So I should probably go and be mum for a second.
Exactly. Chemmy, thank you very much for your time. Good luck with everything. Keep in touch. Hopefully see you in Inferno. You never know.
Bye. Yes, see you there, Max.
Okay. Ciao, Cem. Have a lovely, lovely day. Ciao. Hello. Oh, Chemmy Alcott, 4 times Winter Olympic skier. Fantastic. Good sport. That's the beauty of these things. We want to show you the person, not the personality. So brilliant. Oh, guys, thank you very much. If you watch me through Facebook, click the like buttons. I think they are down here. I don't know. If you're watching me through YouTube, click the subscribe button. So you will receive some alert from me, from new live chats and new videos that I'm sure I will upload shortly. I got comments coming in still. Okay, thank you, Ed. Great chat. Lovely lady. She is a lovely, lovely lady. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week with more guests. Follow me on social, so I'm social thingy. I forgot the words now, so you can see which guest I've got. Thanks, Max was not able to comment on Facebook. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Snow Camp Europe. I can put your message now. Sorry. I got some comments from other people, but apologies. I'm so sorry, guys. Again, thank you very much for watching. See you next week with more guests. Follow me on social so you can see which guest I will have. Have a lovely, lovely day. Ciao, ciao from Max Manganello.